It's time for The King and the Cop with the legendary former MLB great Jim Leyritz. And with 100 years of law enforcement in his blood, Tommy Sedner. It's all things sports, plus cop talk, current events, entertainment, and more. Joined by America's favorite Jersey girl, Robin DeLory. It's The King and the Cop.
Give me a break.
I agree with you. Shut it off. I can't even.
No, it's kind of putting me in a good mood, though. Wait, hold on.
Shut it off. You make me sick to my stomach.
Give me a break.
Enough already. Enough.
Oh. You know why I don't care?
Why?
Because I'm enough. Well, it might be a little bit of a problem with our co-host, Jim Leyritz, and we will talk about that off the air, Jimmy and I, because about what I'm about to say. He might be a little angry with me, but you know why I don't care?
It's Monday, October.
No,
17th.
not about Jimmy's feelings, but about what I'm going to say.
What?
Because enough with me pretending. We are getting Aaron Judge, the Mets. And then I will not care one bit about what's going on here.
Well, you know what? I would agree with you at this point because
Boom.
Some Yankee fans, and I don't even want to start the show like this. It's Monday, October 17th, lunch with the King and the Cop.
We had a great weekend, didn't we, hon?
We had an awesome weekend, but I just
look tired.
I just realized I didn't
look at our faces.
I didn't order my sandwich from Vespucci's, and I got all tied up because I got a call as I was doing it, and now I'm starving.
You'll survive.
Anyway, October 17th, you listen to On New Jersey, Lunch with the King and the Cop, the
We look like crap. Look at our eyes.
Singer, and we're going to get to that in a minute. Robin DeLory, she came on making fun of the Yankees, and she's right. Aaron Judge, you got my blessing as a fan. Go to the Mets.
Yes.
How dare the Yankee fans boo this man? They booed him. They booed him.
It's New York.
They suck. Nobody from New Jersey booed him. It was all New Yorkers.
Well, I blame Canada.
Canada, too. They suck, too. Before we get to an unbelievable sports weekend for New Jersey and New York fans, Robin DeLory performed at the New Jersey Pack in Newark, New Jersey. And somebody told me, don't call it Brick City. Gangsters call it Brick City. I don't know if gangsters call it Brick City. It's an affectionate term, but I'll call it Brick City.
Who said gangsters call it Brick City?
I got a text message from somebody that was upset. But tough, you know what. Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. Robin DeLory, Saturday. Let's talk for
Let's talk wellwomen.org.
Right. And our friend Deb Belfato and her husband, Joe, hosted, I'd like to say, a difference maker.
Look at this angel face. Look at her.
Look at her.
Look at her style, too.
Yeah.
Who dresses like that?
She was Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
Parker,
no,
there was one.
She's a force to be reckoned with.
And man, I'm just honored.
Reckoned with?
I just was sending her a text and it got kicked back. I'm honored to be in her life as a friend. She's really something. But you, my dear, who I am your biggest fan, and came out and sang.
Sound check.
There you are. And you sang on the sound check. And they had it playing throughout your sound check was playing. I don't know if you noticed, throughout the whole New Jersey Pack as people were getting ready and stuff. And people were literally stopping. I love to watch. I'm a people watcher. But then when you performed and you gave a little speech about what the song meant, people were bawling their eyes out in the audience. And then
you're on mute, babe.
Then we walk around and you knew nobody there, maybe a few people, strangers coming up to you telling you what a difference that song made, how they related to it, and they were bawling their eyes out. And people wanted their picture with you. You're just a rock star in more ways than one.
Well, I mean, on a serious note, because I tend to not like to be serious, when I'm in performance mode and when I'm trying to tell a story through song, I couldn't have thought of a better song. And I know that this was a woman's event. I think, but we could all relate to trying to reconnect with the kick butt. Can you say kick ass?
Yeah.
Okay. The kick ass person that we used to be, when reconnecting to that inner child and that inner fearless human being inside, and life takes over and the stories get tougher, and then all of a sudden you wake up one day and you say, where am I? Who am I now? And I think this is an honest approach to finding who you are to your next chapter. And so I am thrilled that I was able to share that story with so many women, because I believe that it's our story. And Deb's vision for the day was, there were so many objectives for the day, but I believe that the vision for the day, the number one objective for the day, was to have every woman there understand that she is worthy of being first in her life, because so many of us, we live for other people, and health can be compromised tragically by not putting ourselves first. So the entire day was about almost like a symposium, if you will, about women's health and emotional health as well as physical health. And it was just groundbreaking. She's a trailblazer. The women there all lifted each other up in chorus, if you will, and I was honored to be a part of it. So.
And even to the point where she didn't miss a beat. By the way,
by the way, I mean, are looking at this screen right now? I mean, I can't travel without a hairdresser anymore.
Oh, stop!
Look at that rat's nest.
You're saying, of course, you're talking about something good. Nobody cares about your appearance. True. Although you got a lot of compliments on your beautiful jacket that we purchased when we were skiing in Denver on one of the worst trips we ever had. But that being said,
is Denver Vail? We were in Vail.
Yeah, Vail. It's Denver.
It's the same thing.
Well, Denver's the state.
Because I'm pretty sure Denver's the state.
Colorado's the state. I'm sorry, Denver. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure we drove like.
Now you're setting me up because you got me off track.
I'll just be honest. Sometimes we get things wrong. Who cares?
We were in Denver and then we went to Vail. You're 100%.
Yeah, right. It was like an hour and a half drive, wasn't it?
I'm trying to keep my focus here because I, as you know, I don't script anything or have any notes. So
I was just looking to buy gummies.
Oh my God. Anyway, she didn't mean that. Both mothers.
I was kidding. I wanted to see what that was about
for our family show here. Anyway, I want to say this. She didn't. Her husband,
Joe B.
I want to be Joe. I hope to be the likes of Joe, who supports his wife like no other.
You are.
Well, thank you. But he is an amazing man who has got behind his wife and supported her, so she has a great partner. So Deb deserves all the credit in the world, and of course, there's a lot of people that support her. Lisa Marie, one of the founders of this station, is out there working her butt off, and
she doesn't stop.
She doesn't stop. But what a great event! Even down where they don't miss a trick, they had the big truck van. What do you call
it? Mammogram van?
Mammogram van, where my hometown, my city, women bringing awareness to this, and she's done it, Deb, since when we were back with the Newark Bears. We had Pink in the Park, just constant awareness to causes. She could sit on her laurels in her lovely life that she has with her grandson, who was also there. This cute little boy reminded me of my Maxwell. Everybody was there from her family to support. And then I daydreamed a little bit because I was so proud of you. You always put your time in, and then you go out of your way and get this band together to make sure that it's a great day for your friend Deb, and you did, and she can't appreciate. She's hugging you while you're singing. She literally comes up to the stage at one point and she's holding your hand and hugging you. And then I thought the people behind the scenes, and I have to make, this would embarrass him, and I have to make mention of it. The New Jersey Pack, if you haven't been there, New Jersey, no matter where you are, South Jersey, Central Jersey, or North Jersey, pick a show and go just because of the atmosphere in this beautiful venue. And of course, Prudential, who supported Newark, the city of Newark, forever. But there's one family that's named, and I know he doesn't like it, the Chambers family. What Ray Chambers has done for the city of Newark and was the reason behind this New Jersey PAC. And I thought of Ray for a minute because he's done so much for the United Nations with malaria, tuberculosis, with AIDS. He's just he's unbelievable man that makes a difference. And I don't mean this in a derogatory way or condescending way, but then like as a result of building that, there's the Debs of the world that are almost the apostles of the Ray Chambers who built for philanthropy, and she's carrying on the mission. She took advantage of going to this New Jersey PAC, bringing it to awareness. And I'm going to get Robin Delory to sing, and I'm going to get so-and-so and bring more awareness to raise money. So even when Ray is on doing other things, this New Jersey PAC that he helped build the foundation there is serving these great causes. And isn't that amazing? That at the end of your life that you know that you've left such a legacy. And his family is very involved there, has been, but they just New Jersey needs to be proud. This is like unbelievable.
I get sad when I think about how this is going to come out the wrong way, but we're 20 minutes west of Newark, right? And the same could be said for the Newark Bears, right?
Yeah.
And we live 20 minutes west, and we hear Newark, and we don't want to go.
Right.
And that makes me very sad because this space, NJPAC, is one of the most beautiful spaces I have ever been in. And the fact that they have this Mecca, this beautiful facility that celebrates the arts with artists from all over the world coming there, it makes me question why some of us would go to Broadway before we would go 20 minutes away because of the negative stigma attached to the city of Newark. And I hate to say this, but a conversation needs to be had. The truth is, you get right off of 280. It takes 2 seconds to get to the PAC in beautiful parking lots, safe, beautiful areas, and people do not know it.
No, and
you should be taking your kids to Christmas shows, holiday events, anything they have, because it is a beautiful. There's a restaurant right. What a beautiful date night. Parking is right there. There's no excuse why that we're not talking about NJPAC enough. And I don't know.
Mayor Ross Baraka is going into his third term. Just look up in the sky. Newark is vibrant right now. He's protecting and building, and of course, like any big city, there's problems in any big city. You
still ask some of my friends, and they're like, "I'm not going to Newark."
Yeah, well, I mean, Newark has tried their best,
but they don't want to go to New York either.
A marketing campaign. But trust me, Newark's doing the right thing. It's safe. It's getting better and better. The Prudential Center, they're going to start some more building around the Prudential Center, some great things. I remember going back 10 years ago, but I'm not saying it. Good, unbelievable. Mr. Chambers and your family, what you've done for the city of Newark, Prudential, what you've done for the city of Newark.
I loved how you called Deb an apostle of that.
I don't mean that to be insulting.
No.
I mean, I think that's.
I didn't take it that way.
I don't know the blueprint that was when Mr. Chambers and Art Ryan, the former chairman of Prudential, when I owned the Bears, I got to see a little division. But or as a cop in 1984. Better yet, my dad went on a job in 61. We would drive around and we were like, dumbfounded. The Prudential Center was where we used to put our horses and motorcycles.
But even getting back to that, like everyone from we should have all been taking our kids to a baseball game at the North, and I'm sorry, I'm just going to be completely honest because I don't know any other way. Back then I wouldn't have dreamed of it.
Well, I want to say this to you from one of the movies. I'll make a statement, then we'll move on a little bit. I miss Newark. It was the best time of my life when I was a police officer. By far. And by the way, at times, I think it was 4 years in a row, we were one of the most violent cities in America at that time. But
What did you miss more, fighting crime or having a hobbies sandwich?
well, we'll get to that too. But I thought, like every cop does, that I'm going to be able to make a difference, and in some way we did make a difference. You know what I mean? But sometimes we felt like, because it gets political, that you're putting people away to protect the residents of Newark, and then the judges or lawmakers were letting them out right away. You know, like there was that. Oh, it's this rub of what's going on now in our country has been going on forever. There's always been that fight. And then there's times where I go, I don't want to go back there. But then when I go back there, Robin, you know, I get.
Oh, you love it.
I click right back in. Where did we end up? Boom, Branford Place. We're right back down there. We're at Hobbies having lunch.
I'm still dreaming of that sandwich.
Right, with Mark and Michael, and they're back open. And I didn't realize they were closed down from the pandemic for 28 months. And I missed it, and I love seeing them, and we love being there. We took a little picture outside. I love it. I've been there for 30 years.
They told us that not just yet. They're getting their, you know, they're getting their feet back into. They told us that, and this would be extremely dangerous if we lived closer.
Yeah,
they're going to do Uber Eats.
I know.
So, can you imagine?
No. And by the way, I love my Vespucci's.
Oh, I know, but
Johnny Ganello is just as big as a fan as
of
Hobbies
course,
as
of course.
But I'm trying to wake up today.
I want to make sure that your mic is on.
But yeah, so we went, and the old line goes, every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
Pull me back in.
And I love being pulled back in. And the mayor and the council, who and you know, people are trying. We could get political and have different views, but one thing is for sure: everybody wants Newark to succeed, and the philanthropists that get behind Newark don't stop. And because I sat there a little choked up and watching Deb work that crowd, and there's people out there that are really putting the time in to make a difference and not forget where they came from. And Deb and Joe Belfato have not forgot where they came from. Man, they're making a difference. And I was so proud of you. And I love hearing you sing. I have hair on my arms standing up as I talk about it. To watch these women in the audience be taken back by your words and your voice and your beauty. It was a special day. And these are the days, and you know, our family on both sides, both of our mothers are warriors before there was trailblazers like Deb. Our mothers just plunged through all the sicknesses and all, and they still do, you know, fighting cancer and everything else. And I've never talked about this, but I had a little taste of it, experienced cancer for the last year, and you went with me everywhere. We went through all these visits and doctor's appointments and all, and God knows I'm all good now. But the first thing Deb does when she's got to, come here, what? How are you feeling? How you, like, there's this constant, like, she relates to everybody individually also. It's not just a look at me, let's talk. And
No,
it's every single person I watched. She knew everybody's name, everybody's story. And she hasn't been doing this since last year. She's been doing this since 1988. And by the way, she was in remission, and then it came back. And nothing slows her down, right? Is she a...
I got choked up.
You want to just follow her?
I don't know if you missed this part, but later in the day, during the reception, if you will, when everything commenced and everybody was, you know, socializing, the music was playing, and her grandson walked in, and her son-in-law with this gorgeous bouquet of flowers.
I saw that.
Did you see her face when she saw her grandson?
Yeah.
So it was the best moment of the day.
Yep.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, right, you can do whatever you can do for whomever you can do it for, whomever you can do it. But nothing else matters.
Right.
And this little baby Rocco walked up.
Rocco. Hey, yo, Rocco.
Well, that was her beloved dad.
Right.
And walks in. And she just, it was also like a cathartic moment too, because the day had ended, you know, she was done with the event. And it was just an outpouring of emotion because she just saw her favorite person in the entire world come up and give her a hug, an unconditional love hug. So it was amazing. It was amazing. And when I grow up, I want to be her. Not that she's that much older, but
yeah, it's just,
you're already like Joe B. You're great. You're a big promoter of uplifting women and making sure they kick ass in the world.
Thank you for saying that. But when I first met Deb Belfato, I was had the honor of being one of the owners of the Newark Bears, and she came to me and she sat with me and said, I run the Northern Susan G. Komen Foundation. Make a long story short, she gave me the stat of how many women get breast cancer. I have 3 daughters. I was floored. And I was like, right away, you know me, I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? I wanted to do something. And by the way, and that was how we met. And our old friend Jack Ford was the MC of this event.
He was great
Saturday, and he's unbelievable. And we met his daughter, who is
I'll get this wrong, but to the viewers, I'm going to get it right because it might be the wrong word. But she's an OBGYN, but she's an OBGYN oncologist. Yeah. So I don't know which oncologist, OBGYN. I don't know which way it goes first. Put it this way: she's one heck of a woman.
Right. And what a beautiful person she was. Yeah. Right. We had a conversation, and Jack, who you've worked with in the past, and I worked with once, so probably somebody gave me a heads up and said, you worked with this guy as he's walking up once before. I'm kidding. But Jack was so gracious with us. And Jack admitted that I worked with him, that it was Hoda Kotb, Jack Ford, and Tommy Setner as the MC of the fight. You refused to acknowledge that I was the MC there, that I was what did you call me, filler seat?
Yeah, like when you go for a commercial and at the Emmys, they have seat fillers.
Well, on that day, Hoda, Jack, and myself met Robin Delory.
There you go.
I married.
I'm sure Hoda still talks about it.
No doubt.
I remember that day I met Robin Delory. She's like, oh my God.
I think Hoda introduced me to you. Maybe we should do that. Like get remarried on the show, Hoda, if you're listening.
We're gonna get remarried on Jenna and Hoda.
Yeah. Well, I'm a huge Bush family fan.
I'm a big fan too, but we're gonna get remarried on
any text messages right now. I thought you were a Democrat. I love 43 and his father, God rest his soul, 41. But
who's a Democrat?
Me. I was from Newark. I ran as a Democrat. You didn't know that as a
council? Oh, here we go.
In Old Township back in the day. Anyway, but great event. They have our unconditional love and support forever. Because
they also have my thumb drive with my background music, and I'm an idiot for leaving it there because I think I have like literally pictures on it from in all sorts of midis and all sorts. And
what's a midi?
My hairspray.
Oh, they took your hairspray?
It was CVS.
But by the way, the New Jersey PAC. Here's another compliment. Staff was incredible, polite, couldn't do enough. I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say at the end of the day, with so much negativity going on in our country, I think it was really a spiritual moment for us all.
Yeah, and I decided I don't think I want to. I would like to sing for only those types of where it's like a win-win.
Yeah.
So the music is actually part of the cure, if you will. The music is part of the goodness.
Music heals, as you always teach me. And when you're singing a song, which the title of it was,
She Used to Be Mine.
She Used to Be Mine, and basically it's about a woman that. Explain it to our audience here on New Jersey as you sip your drink into the microphone.
There's a lot of definite. There's good art can be good. Any good piece of art can be looked at in so many different ways, right?
Yeah.
So within the confines of the actual show that it was written, it was actually the protagonist of the musical was with child, and she needed to pull all of her strength from what was about to happen in her life. And but like I said, with good art, it was about reconnecting to that. No matter what has gone on in one's life, reconnecting with the person that you once were. And so I think what I said prior to, setting up the song was that when she had the honesty and the courage to reconnect with the girl she once was, what she found was an unstoppable strength of the woman she was about to become.
And I refer to these women in the audience as warriors, and that's
exactly,
you couldn't have described that any better. All right, let's get off the unbelievable. We'll talk about it because it's not just a one-hit wonder. We're going to continue.
Yeah, no, it's a crusade.
It's a movement that has to happen. I'm just going to act like you for a half a second here. I'm catching myself in the monitor, and you're worried about your hair, and now you're looking at your teeth. And
I'm looking right at you in the monitor.
Oh my God, I look like I'm half dead. I'm exhausted. By
God forbid.
I don't sleep. But I need makeup from underneath my eyes or something. So maybe we should get that makeup person. I don't know.
Now we can get one, right? Because you want it.
Yeah, I look very tired. I'm tired because I was up late.
Here we go. I know the wind up. I know. Here we go. Go ahead, say.
No, I'm tired because
blame my kid.
Oh no, I'm not blaming. What am I blaming? First of all, Joey, congratulations. He won on Friday night, had another great game.
And a sack.
I split my time. I went to spend time with the grandchildren at the Old Bridge Nights.
I didn't know we had a sack.
Yeah, and we smoked New Brunswick, so I bailed out of there before halftime, and I had the best time. Speaking, you talk about Deb when your face lights up. I couldn't get more love. I don't know. They must have took the pop pill. They loved their poppy on Friday night. We had a blast, all three of us. And then I shot up the Parkway and got to catch Joey's second half of his game in Pequannock, New Jersey. And Joey, Hanover Park won, and Joey played again. Only a sophomore, is kicking ass, playing great. And then
the teams really found their rhythm.
Right. Saturday morning, we got up 6:30 in the morning, went to the aforementioned New Jersey Pack, had a long day there. Settled in on Saturday night. We did basically nothing. We got a good night's sleep. And then yesterday did a whole lot of nothing too, but we do what we always do.
Me?
Well, you cleaned the house and you did a bunch of stuff as I watched football and baseball. And then the King, the oldest child, came home at 12 o'clock at night and then decided to play whatever he plays. Game Boy, screaming his head off at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I settled him down.
Atari.
And but I've been up since then. I want to say that New Jersey, Florham Park, our hometown, the Jets are the talk of the NFL. The Jets, a week after the Giants slapped around Aaron Rodgers, the Giants beat the Packers. The Jets come in and beat the Packers.
I got a great idea for this show.
Go.
I would like to get a pillow sponsor.
Okay.
And
like My Pillow?
Yeah, something. Yeah, like Mike Lindell. And
I'm shocked you would even know his name.
And
kind of tip it off the audience what channel you watch.
When you talk about anything that bores me, I'm gonna put the pillow right here and sleep.
Sleep? Why, that bored you, the Jets?
No, I just think it's a great bit for our show.
All right, well, let's get it.
And then, of course, when Craig Carlton calls me and wants us to be...
Is it Carton?
Whatever.
All right.
When he calls and then we then we're on the fan.
Not that on New Jersey isn't...
No, but I'm an interesting sports broadcaster.
Yes, you are.
And so I think it would be so much fun if I get that My Pillow or whatever sponsor. I don't need to be exclusive, but and then I just and then you wake me up when it's time to talk about anything but the Jets.
All right. Well, do me a favor. Let's go to commercial and have a sip of our sponsor and wake up for the second half of the show.
We could do that.
And we'll talk a little
Brought to you by Caffeina.
Caffeina. Boost, replenish, hydrate. Caffeina with your meeting, with a workout, on the go, to keep going, with a meal, with friends, to kickstart your day. Caffeina, Amazon's best-selling caffeine-infused spring water, 7+ pH balance, electrolyte enhanced. Taste pure spring water. Feel the charge.
Caffeina.
Kickstarting my day. This really is good.
I know.
It really is good.
I know.
Water. Ronnie, Joe Hotshot, co-founders of Caffeina. We love the Caffeina. I wanted to drink some last night, and then I was afraid I was going to.
I had another thought about our favorite beverage.
What?
So I was thinking I would like very much. See, the problem with it is that I had a Soda Stream and it's like an eyesore on the counter, the Soda Stream.
Yeah.
But I want one because I think we threw it away, whatever. But I want one because you're never without seltzer. Now, could you imagine if I get the Caffeina into a Soda Stream and then it's carbonated for me? Because I happen to, for some reason, I'm weird. I feel like my like you said to me the other day, I said, I'm so thirsty. And you said, do you want water? I said, no, I want seltzer. Like I'm the only person that wants carbonation to, hydrate me. But whatever, to each his own. If we get the Soda Stream and I put this bad boy in the Soda Stream, I will be very happy.
Well, maybe you and Ron and Joe Hotshot should have a conversation about that.
Maybe we should already have it carbonated for me. Just a carbonated line.
Just for you?
Just a carbonated line.
Yeah.
Why am I saying it carbonated?
I don't even know. Strategerary. Joe Hotshot's is saying what?
He's clapping.
Of course.
Maybe he likes that idea.
Hey, Joe, you got to get some of this over. I know you're a Met fan, but you got to get some of Caffeine over to the locker room today for tonight's game with the Yankees.
They already have it. No, Aaron Judge drinks it.
I know. I'm asking. Aaron Judge is struggling a little bit, but he did hit a home run.
He hit a home run last night.
Well, the night before it landed in New Jersey. But here's the thing. I just, the audacity of the New York fans, not New Jersey fans, that booed Aaron Judge. They should kick their ass out of the stadium tonight if they boo this guy. What a shame. What a damn shame. There's always, it wasn't everybody, but it was just to hear boos come over your TV.
That's all right. We're going to get them. Yeah. And they're going to wonder. They're going to say it's because we did not treat him nicely.
Yeah. If I were Mr. Cohen, I'd do a home marketing campaign with just booing and reminding me.
Yeah. Come to the Mets. We would never boo you.
Speaking of teams we used to get frustrated with and boo, Big Blue, as in the Giants, one of the best teams in the NFL right now.
So I saw on Facebook, one of my friends wrote, "My father's so happy today. What a renaissance." All right, slow down.
Yeah, they already got Joey's buying tickets to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, slow down, people. Although I am extremely happy, for how happy I could be.
Well, our fans in South Jersey that listen to On New Jersey here, they're Eagles because they're Eagle fans and Philly fans. But they're having a hell of a run too. The Phillies are in the championship game. They're in the championship series, and they're going to be playing your new favorite team, the Padres, who upset not only the Mets, they bet the best team in baseball, the Dodgers.
Why are the Padres my favorite team? Because I pigged out at the stadium?
Yeah, you like the stadium. You can go wherever
there's good food.
Right.
I could care less.
You're all in. So the Padres and the Phillies, but the Eagles are undefeated. So they have the Phillies and the Eagles playing unbelievable right now.
Have the Eagles ever played the Giants in a Super Bowl?
Well, they can't. They're in the same division.
Huh.
All right. Anyway, NFC plays AFC in the Super Bowl, but don't worry about it. You'll get there.
Have the Eagles ever played the Giants in a championship game?
here's where I need our old boy Matt Stat from Tampa Radio. I don't know, but I'll make a note. And get
Well,
back
I
to
don't
you.
really care. I'm just questioning.
It would have to be.
But that would be one heck of a game.
It would have to
It would be like a civil war in New Jersey,
right. It would
like above the Mason-Dixon line. Like what exit we would kick South Jersey's butt.
right.
But
We just lost all our viewers from South Jersey. But
no.
you're
Well,
right.
we started a conversation too. But seriously, what exit you have from exit 1,
Yeah.
exit 1 to exit
Well, you know the answer to
170?
You know the answer to this.
Where's the
No.
Parkway stop? Montvale?
No. You know
Montvale.
do it a different way. You know the answer to this. Who's ever a 609er is a Phillies fan.
That's what I'm saying. It's like this little of the state, though.
Yeah.
Because you got like, 973, 908, 201, 732, and then 732 goes into 609. But that doesn't happen until like Tuckerton.
Tuckerton or Forked River.
Yeah.
Your brother's a 609er.
No, he's not.
He lives there. What do you
I know, but his area code's not 609.
Well, his cell phone might not be, but yeah, he is. He's a 609er. He lives at where's he?
His landline?
Yeah, in Tuckerton. In Tuckerton. Doesn't he live in Tuckerton?
Yes, he does. So I'm saying, there's more Giants fans in New Jersey than there is
Oh, one.
Philly fans.
As you would say, hunch.
It's just that the Philly fans, they've just got really loud mouths.
They're Philly. Two to Philly. Anyway, but our Jet fans and our
Joe Hotshots keeps saying that your mic's out.
so wow.
Just talk into it more, like I do.
I'm talking into it. I mean, so nobody's heard anything I've said the entire show? That's your wish. Anyway, tonight, the Yankees, Game 5, die or go home.
Yeah, so break this
What
down
is it?
for
What
me.
do they say? Yeah.
If
so
they win,
they move on to play the most hated team for New York and New Jersey fans, the Houston Astros, because they cheated back in 2017 and they stole.
they inflated their balls, deflated the balls.
I'm not even going to go there. But no, they were cheating, giving signals from the bench and from the outfield on what pitches the opposing team was throwing. And that's a major advantage. If you know a curveball's coming, you're sitting on a curveball as opposed to 100-mile-per-hour.
Wait, how
fastball.
do you do that, Tommy?
Well, they were doing it with a drum. They were making a sound and stick.
Oh, I remember this story.
Right. So the Houston Astros are back in the division championship.
Did they get punished?
Sanction, fine, whatever, but they didn't take their championship away, which I'll never understand.
I remember
Yeah,
this.
so their rings are tainted.
So if the Yankees
Their
win,
manager got fired. Their general manager got fired.
the scapegoat, right?
Yeah, I guess, but
That's terrible. So if the Yankees win tonight,
Yeah.
they move on to play the Astros.
correct.
If the Yankees lose tonight,
The Guardians.
the Guardians play. So I would be invested in a game like that because it's very there's excitement.
Well, from a business standpoint, the upper echelon of these TV networks are praying the Yankees get in because nobody's going to watch Houston and the Guardians, and maybe people will watch Phillies and Padres. But
And do you have to watch this game on like friggin' Peacock?
who the hell knows? I can't even find the games anymore.
Peacock.
It's unbelievable. Somebody mentioned also on social media, what happens if it's the Guardians against the Phillies? Will all the networks just bail out and it'll only be on streaming? I mean, it's weird what's going on in baseball.
I mean,
right now.
hands down, they'd rather watch The King and the Cop with Robin Delory.
No doubt about it.
Streaming. You're going to stream. You better be watching us
Yep. We're streaming
on NJ.com.
to millions of people. You can catch us no matter where you live or at what time you want. It's your convenience. It's great.
I mean, you could go to Italy and watch it.
We're an upcoming force in the streaming and television, radio, any world you want, we'll be on it.
I mean, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, me too.
I got a call. The other day, too.
Show me the money.
And somebody get me that pillow.
Yeah.
Hysterical.
I don't want a pillow. I just want business.
No. You wouldn't need the pillow. I represent all of the viewers that don't exactly know everything when it comes to sports.
What I say is boring?
No. I represent the viewers that don't know everything when it comes to sports and are not afraid to ask or say something stupid.
You know what else, other sponsor we need?
What?
A milk sponsor.
Milk. Who drinks milk?
Nobody, but we got to put Jimmy Leyritz on a milk carton because he's missing. I don't know where he is. He was at the Giant game. He's celebrating all these Giant wins and Yankees, and I know he's going to be at the Yankee game tonight. So we'll have a full report of that.
You should go to the Yankee game tonight.
I'm tired. Look at me. Look at the bags.
Go pick up your grandson. I want to see him today.
Yeah, I gotta.
I'm serious. He's got some presents here from Uncle Mark.
Yep.
Go get him.
Where's a picture of my grandchildren? Did you have a picture of them in a pumpkin patch? My pumpkin patch kids.
Wait, can you just say that again for me?
Pumpkin patch. You know, I call Brett, my youngest daughter. I've called her Pumpkin her whole life.
Yeah, but you just said pumpkin.
Yeah, I don't know. So
Pumpkin.
well, I'm from New Jersey. I say what I want.
No, I say comfortable wrong.
Use. I say, can you?
Everybody makes fun of the way I say comfortable.
Can you just put up that picture I want to put up, or you don't have it?
Oh yeah, right away.
Well, I got buzzing in my ear, so it's not like you're that great at your job. So I just wanted.
I'll flip this table right now. It's not supposed to be my job.
Yeah, but you actually had no problem putting your picture up with your bad hair.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Put my
All right.
grandchildren up.
You're gonna do it tomorrow all by yourself.
I'll take the day off.
That's a great solution for our viewers.
Vespucci's number 6, if you're listening, please.
Unreal.
We don't have the picture?
Babe, did you tell me to get the picture ready?
No, I didn't know. I thought I saw you thumbing through it before, but I must have missed my bad. So no, we're getting like Kathy Lee and Reed. Just nobody wants to see my grandchildren anymore.
Well, I love this. I just told you to pick them up. But my point is that you just threw me under the bus. And you basically just told everybody we don't have a producer right now.
Well, our producer's off. I mean, that's about on Friday night. He went to the game. He comes in here when he wants to. Matt.
He's not our producer. He's our guest host.
He's smarter than you and I, though. He knows.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Technology.
Who don't know that?
Yeah. But and my boy in Tampa, I miss Matt Stat.
We got to have him call in.
Yeah, I got to have Matt Stat call.
Oh, he was just hysterical.
He's the best. I nicknamed him Stat because he knew he was like Rain Man with every stat in every sport. And but this is not all sports. This is
thank the Lord in heaven.
All today. It's all Robin DeLorean, Tommy Setner, because the king is on a milk carton. But anyway,
almond milk.
Almond milk. What kind of milk does Queenie drink? We have to get
soy
milk. Max drinks anything you give him.
No, almond. No. He's back to regular milk now.
And Sadie, my God, she's now walking, which means she's running. And we did nothing but chase her around the football field on Friday night because wherever her brother and her cousin go, she decides she's going full speed.
It's unacceptable that I haven't seen them this long. I miss them.
Yeah, they're doing good.
They're little step grandma.
But Maxwell wants to come by himself, of course, because he wants our undivided attention.
So what would Uncle Mark be? A step uncle?
Best friend after Max sees all the cars that
I know.
He brought him up today. That's what he's going to be.
Awesome NASCAR cars.
Yeah.
Very thoughtful.
NASCAR. Have you ever watched NASCAR?
Yeah, because it makes sense for me to watch cars just going around in a circle and around and around and around and around. It's like track.
Your brother loves it. My brother watches it. I don't understand it, to be honest with you, but
I can't stand watching golf either. It's like watching grass grow.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I'm on the show.
Well, you're slowly making it more about you, what you do and everything you do. So don't worry about it. Are you making Monday night dinner? This is like the big thing now. Your brother.
Monday's a big day in our house. I'm going to tell you why.
Your mother said no, and then she called back and said, "Well, what are you making?" Well, still no.
Oh, good morning, Michael. Yeah. It is so nice to see you up on this Monday. Oops.
Yeah, he likes.
Okay, he likes to slam the door
and tell us how bad we are.
Yeah,
nobody listens to us.
So Monday's
Where's he going to work?
Monday's a big night in this house.
Yeah.
It's like our family Sunday dinner,
right?
But it's Monday, and the reason being is that my brother's up from the deep 609.
Yeah,
he comes up Mondays and Tuesdays, and he I tried to get my mother to come over, but she doesn't want to leave the house because she doesn't want to tell the truth. The truth is she doesn't want to leave the dog.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want.
And we don't want the dog here.
I want the dog here because it used to be my dog.
Yeah, it used to be, don't count anymore.
But dogs, see, I'm a huge dog lover. And so to all you dog loving fans out there, my golden retriever and the small little cavapoo with anxiety, they can't mesh.
This is an anxiety house.
But they'll never mesh if we don't get them together more often.
yeah,
And my mother can't stand it.
I'd rather that be the case.
Okay. So anyway, Mark comes over. He brings his daughter, Christina. His son stays because his son loves the Game Boy.
Right.
But today, hopefully, he'll come over. And our dear friend Dylan comes because once he finds out Mark is up from the 6609,
Yeah.
he loves to be around us, and that's great. We love to have him.
Dylan, Steelers won yesterday, our team.
My beautiful adopted daughter, Gracie, she loves to come and do her little makeup shows in with TikTok.
Max's favorite person.
What?
Max's favorite
Max's,
person.
yeah. And
he thinks
so
Grace lives with us.
I make the cutlets. I'll make the sauce. I'll start cooking actually when we're done. And usually nobody will help me clean up. And
Whose fault is that?
yours?
My fault?
Yeah, like-
I offer. I mean, you have all these people. Nobody ever helps you clean up. I don't understand.
Yeah, why do I do it?
I don't know.
Because I feel like if we DoorDash, it's
We're
a
not
failure.
DoorDash. We're not
And I know we're not.
You think Michael just left to go get me my number 6 at Vespucci's?
I think Michael just left
He's
because he went to do something for himself,
Oh.
whatever that might be.
What a surprise. Anyway,
And,
keyword being my.
So with that being said, Monday's a big day. I would like you to go get your grandson, bring him back, because the chaos in this house is fun.
And I have a lot of work to do today.
We will.
Other than this job, so
I just need firewood.
yeah. Anyway, they deliver that. So anybody listening up in the Morris County area, feel free if you'd like to sponsor the King and the Cop. We'll take a core of wood at any time at your leisure. Thank you. I will give you the address off the air. Just send us a message on Facebook, private message, please. Was that good?
It was great because
Hello,
it's.
sponsor and a wood sponsor.
I can't be carrying wood.
Well, you can. I mean, you're in shape.
You know, my
You got-
father used to
By the
tell.
way, you finally conquered the hot tub. It looks sparkling like club soda water. You
Thank
did that for me. That looks fantastic.
I do everything for you.
Like to think I returned volley.
So my father used to. Speaking of wood,
Yeah.
my father used to tell. He used to be great with kids, right? And I'll never forget it. My cousin Nikki, his son, was like 4 years old. And is it that? Oh, good. Thank you, Joe Hot Shots. And he used to tell Nicholas and all other little boys, but I'll never forget him telling Nicholas that when you're bad, bad little boys go to the bad little boys home. And I guess the way he said it was funny because he said,
I
and
need that
all
pillow right now.
and all day long, the little boys
Yeah.
have to walk and they have to hold
Wood.
wood and walk and deliver the wood and stack the wood. So Nicholas was like 4 years old, and he would practice walking the wood. So whatever, for what
My
it's
pillow.
worth.
Where's my pillow? Anyway, that was the most boring story yet we've done since. We're almost on the air between Tampa and here. We'll be coming up on a year anniversary already. Where you going?
You just told me my story was boring.
Well, I'm
So
saying.
you tell one.
No, I'm just saying.
How dare you? My father, God rest his soul.
I wasn't picking on him.
It's a great story.
It's the way you tell the story. I'm sure he told the story much better. But you can sing. The bottom line is tonight, this house is like bedlam. It's just there's not a room to go to that you can even go, and I have 2 conference calls, Zoom calls I have to do, and usually that means A dog is doing the zoomies inside of the house. You're screaming bloody murder. It's time for dinner, because the two that live in the apartments upstairs like to sleep until the food is actually on the table. It has to be on.
Remember that? You called us down too early.
Right. You called us down.
That's Michael. That's not Jay.
Right. Like he was.
It's not ready, Mom.
Somebody's ex-husband. Like, I want my food on the
Just
table.
punch me in the mouth.
And then we have that, and then you have, like we said, the aforementioned staff that comes in, from Dylan to Grace to Mark to Christina, Tracy, and it's just like a halfway house at that point, and that's it. So you now want me to throw Max in the middle of this halfway?
Yes.
House. And I have gotten wonderful, my ex-mother-in-law, and I hate saying ex because she is technically my ex-mother-in-law, but she's always going to be my family. You know what I mean? So she once gave me the greatest compliment, and she said she loves the way I sing, and I used to make her cry, and with that. And but my point is, one of the biggest compliments she ever gave me. Now, back then, you did it as a hobby, or you were working when she listened to you?
I was always working.
Oh, okay.
She says, Robin, you always make people feel so welcome in your home.
Yes, you did.
And
so much that they don't leave.
The house feels, and so I didn't mean her call her. I didn't mean May. I did not mean to call you my ex-mother-in-law, because you will always be family. And, but I will never forget when she said that, because it meant a lot coming from her, because she makes great meatballs and sauce.
Well, send them
I have
over.
to say that.
Why can't you send some over?
So anyway.
How about last night? The kids came home again, and it wasn't even supposed to be our weekend.
So my point is that I know it's mayhem, and I know the house is chaotic, and I know it's bedlam, but I also know that that's what a home should be. We have plenty of nights where nobody's here.
When?
Plenty.
Name one.
Well, I mean, just my kids.
Oh, well, enough said. Look at your phone, at Miss Techie, and see if you can pull that off for me. But if I will say this, your current mother-in-law, and by the way, I think
that's the picture you want me to put up?
Yeah, because I have a joke
of all the adorable pictures. You can't even see Quinny's face.
Mrs. Philippone is a wonderful woman, and you don't need to put the word X in front of it.
No, you know why? I have to tell you, full disclosure.
Yeah.
I felt really bad. So, and I know that people go through this with divorce. There's no rule book. There's no.
Well, titles are stupid. You know how I hate stepfather? I hate that term, right? Stepmother.
But you're not their dad.
I'm not their dad. I don't need to be called any, it's whatever. But listen, speaking of moms.
No, but let me finish the story. I was newly divorced.
Yeah.
And it was a very, we're all great now, but it was a very scary, sad, strange time in our lives.
We've become the Dr. Phil show right now.
And I went to a baseball game, I went to Michael's or Joey's baseball game, and I froze, and I didn't know what to call her.
Yeah. Because
she wasn't technically mom anymore.
Well, you only have one mom. That title should be used for one.
No. But I like to call your mom. I think it's a sign of respect.
It is.
And I didn't, and I called her Mrs. Philippone.
Yeah.
And it was terrible. And after it came out, I'm like, wait, why didn't I just call her May? Because that's what my kids call her. You know what I mean? All these years I've been in her life.
Kids call their grandmother by their first name?
No, that's not her first name. Her first name is Bernadette.
Well, what's May stand for?
Well, it's like,
Max and the kids.
Nicole couldn't.
Judy Goo.
Nicole couldn't pronounce grandma. So Ma turned into May. And so we just called, yeah.
It's not an Italian thing?
So no. So I digress. So sorry. Yeah.
Speaking of moms.
I'm trying to do this for you.
Speaking of moms.
What?
Mom's home. My mom came home on Saturday. Thank God.
Thank God is right.
From her visit. And she's doing good and adjusting and patiently adjusting.
She looks great.
She looks great.
She sounds great.
She'll be glued to the TV but for the Yankees tonight. But I'm glad she's home, and we'll see her, maybe as early as this afternoon or tonight.
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I can't pull the picture up.
So,
I'm trying. And to no avail. Give me a minute, I guess.
well, we only have 6 minutes left in the show, but I would for our viewers.
All right, I'll try again.
The message of the day was just outright giving, and this past weekend we had a blast doing that through you. But I am going to send this. I think we should promote. We should pick a couple charities. My favorite charity right now is Tunnels to Towers.
Okay.
I love that, which my brother's involved in
Okay.
a little bit. And you should pick one. And I'm not telling you what to pick, but I'm also going to pick this Deb Belfado's cause. I want to be more involved in that.
Okay.
And then there's so many different causes, so many great causes, and so many needs. But Tunnel to Towers is really awesome. She's putting up a picture of her again. But
what are you talking about?
Oh, there they are.
I
they
didn't.
on the air?
No, not yet, Tommy. It's like I work for you.
Well, in a way, I work for you every day. Originally when we met, you.
But then, give me a break.
I'll give you a break. When we first met, you told me that I could keep my place down the shore, and me and you would see each other's on Wednesdays and every other weekend. And I was like, "There's no way. I want to be part of."
You want to rethink that now, don't you?
Oh my God!
You want to rethink that offer?
That would be like hitting a lottery.
Real nice.
And I don't mean financially. I mean, if I didn't have to see what was my message this morning? Can you take me to school? Joe Pro Jr. here woke up late, and
it happens.
It happens. You ripped his head off, and then he texted him. His father's ripping his head off. Who's to go to? Me. And I'm like, I got you, man. I got you. I didn't know my way to even school back in the day because I never went. But so I'll bail him there. Don't worry about the picture.
I got it. It's processing.
It's
Ready?
Go ahead. There they are. So what I want to say about this picture is my daughter said, in your youth, your best friends are your cousins. I spent all my time with my cousins. I know you did.
Amen. And still my best friend.
And this picture, and Sades is not in the picture, baby Sadie, but here's my man, Max. And I always say the same thing about my Max. If he grows into those hands, he'll be on the Giants or the Jets. But he's got on his little sneakers that we brought for him because Pop tries to do matching outfits with me. But here he is.
Look at her boots.
Right. Pushing this princess, who I got a picture this morning. She's eating a pumpkin bagel. And they're walking through the pumpkin patch holding hands in other pictures. But Max, what I want to say to you, buddy, always take care of your sisters and your cousins. Because that's a man's job.
And your blood.
And your blood.
Blood is thicker than water, right? Always.
And she's, I had the best time with them. So when you said Deb,
all the pictures you could have had me put up though, like they're cute little features.
Well, I'm proud of them. I want you take care of that's his job, is take care of his cousin and his sister.
Go pick him up, please.
He's look at him. Is he handsome or what? Strong. He's strong. That's what he says. Pop, I'm strong.
Go pick him up, please.
I'm missing him. I'm almost crying. I'm gonna go.
Oh, here we go.
Anyway, but so
let's see if I can find another picture.
We got 2 minutes to go. Lisa Marie, the founder of this great station that we have the honor of being on. I watched you for 8 hours the other day. There's my man again, coming out of his surgery last week, going to his surgery. He's such a bull. Lisa Marie, you did a hell of a job yourself.
Seriously, Lisa.
Great.
Congratulations. Job. You just work your butt off.
Yeah, I love it. She's a mommy taking care of a little baby herself, but has 3 or 4 different jobs. The one sole job is now she took on, no, I don't want to just be a host. I don't want to be a TV personality. I don't want to be a sideline reporter for the Giants. I want to own my own station. So we're part of that, and good for you. But I also watched you, also a woman who doesn't forget where she comes from. No ego, just worked her butt off at the New Jersey Pack on Saturday. So good for you. Deb Belfado, can't talk about it enough. They say our Giants and our Jets and our Yankees are our heroes. Negative. It's the Deb Belfados of the world that are heroes, the Ray Chambers of the world.
We love you.
The Robin Delories. That
Thank you.
support it.
Thank you.
Have a good day. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll find Layeritz. I'll find him. And we'll have a Yankee report, good or bad. Stay safe, everybody. For Robin Delory, Jimmy Layeritz, I'm Tommy Setner. You were listening to the Lunchtime King and the Cop Show.
Ciao.